Crethan had never lost. He spent 6 minutes in the battle. 6 minutes of real time, which is an eternity in a fleet engagement, performing the calculations, issuing orders, adapting tactics, trying 7 different approaches in the time most commanders would have managed one. He was, as he had always been, extraordinary. He was facing something extraordinary in the opposite direction. At the 7-minute mark, he accepted the calculation. He sent 2 messages. The first was fleet-wide. All ships, all groups. Disengage, maximum acceleration, retreat to system edge. This is an order. The second was to the support fleet, to Commodore Nethwalla, whose ships were still waiting at the system boundary, watching the horror in the system's interior unfold on their sensors. Withdraw. Take your logs. Tell the Council everything. Tell them what we had and what we faced, and tell them the honest truth of what it meant. Go. Now. The everlasting crest was destroyed at the 9-minute mark. At 11 minutes, the engagement was over. Of 3,247 warships, 14 survived. 12 of those were so heavily damaged that they would not survive the transit to the nearest repair facility without intervention. Only 2 Scarith destroyers emerged functionally intact, and their commanders, rather than fleeing, had executed a micro-jump to the far edge of the system and dropped back to sublight before the Vakthari tracked them, lying silent in the dark as the battle ended. The Vakthari fleet took up new positions around the planet. 14 ships of the Vandral combined fleet limped toward the system boundary, where Commodore Nethwalla's support fleet was already accelerating for FTL. She waited for them. She should not have. Crethan's orders were explicit, but she waited long enough for 14 ships to catch up, and then the support fleet jumped, and they carried the most terrible report in the history of the Galactic Council. And that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending this time with me. It really means a lot. If you enjoyed this conversation, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. It genuinely helps the show grow and lets me know what you want more of. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you in the next one.